Welcome to the Whovian Wire podcast, where every episode of Doctor Who gets dissected, debated, and passionately unraveled by two lifelong fans who know the Time Lords from their Daleks. This is Josh, and I am Alan, and today we're diving headfirst into The Idiot's Lantern. Now, before we begin the episode, as we talked about on the last episode, we are just going to do this. Spoiler warnings for this episode and for the next 20 years of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
So, heads
There's a lot
up
of
if you're...
comparisons to the future. So.
Just, you know, we thought we do randomly fucking talk about like stuff what happens in Series 10 in like, when we're on Series 2. So we thought, well, I thought we probably, well, yeah. So, will I do a spoiler warning every episode? Probably not, but throw one in occasionally. Right. What's your initials going into this? Any... I mean,
I used to enjoy it a bit, but now I could actually analyze it. It's like quite boring, if I'm honest. It's not the best episode. It's a good little filler episode.
It's a filler, yeah, but we'll get to that at the end, I guess. Yeah. So we start off the episode with a working man. I read that down way too fast. With a man working in a shop called Magpies, and he's like, he's like working on like a TV with a woman on the TV, like pretty much like signing off for the night. And then when the broadcast ends, we hear "God Save the Queen" start to play. Oh, is it just called the Grand
National Anthem?
National Anthem, yeah. Which that was the thing they did at the end of when TVs did finish airing on the night. They would always play that at the end of broadcasts. Very British. Yeah, no, it's a very British thing. So yeah, Americans didn't get that, but we did. Anyway, so then we go to a family living room with like the son asking his dad for a TV because, you know, he's a young, youthful kid who sees his TVs around.
It's like asking your mum for like, the next. I think I asked for like a Game Boy or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I got it.
Please.
But then again, I was like, I don't know, 4, 5. So.
But, yeah, and the dad's like, we'll see, because again, 1953 TVs were actually quite expensive. Like, you know, most people only had like. Literally, like, streets literally only had, like, 1 or 2 TVs on at the time. Like, it was rare to actually have a TV then.
Yeah.
Like...
In fact, I said this to her because she was in the room while I watched it. And she said that, like, they weren't rare. But then, like, pretty sure they've got to be rare in order for this episode to happen.
Like, my nan said that when they were watching TV, they would occasionally just look out the window to see neighbours just staring in. Because, yeah, it was quite rare to have a TV, though. Yeah. Because they were spenny. But luckily, Magpies came in and made them cheap.
I mean, they're still spending now. So.
Touche. You can probably get like a really cheap box for 100 quid.
free off the street.
Yeah, who would have done that?
Yeah, Alan, who would have done that?
Just literally, just
like, don't know who's got the free TV and who doesn't.
I just really wonder what happened to that. Like, do you think the guy just put it there, like, honey, I've just put the TV outside for 2 minutes, and then we'll pack it in my van, and just comes back to this like no TV. Where's my TV gone? But no, it's fine. It's not criminal. It's just should have left it on the street.
Yeah, you should have.
Right.
Is it Alan that did it? Or was it me? Or was it neither of us? And someone's brought to one of our homes.
We'll let the fans decide. The fans being known. So anyways, we then cut back to Magpies, where we see like a lightning storm hit the TV shop, and we see that the electricity go through down into one of the TV sets, and then the TV turns on for a woman to like now start speaking to the worker, and her mind's going to gloop for some reason just then. Yes, she's talking to the worker, like trying to wake him up because he's passed out at his desk, And pretty much, yeah, like when he's like, "Wait, are you speaking to me?" And after a bit of like back and forth, she kind of like sucks his face into the TV. I think, would you say sucking her face in?
Yeah, I don't understand what that does exactly because
I
they still act and they're still alive.
Yeah, they can still breathe without a face, and they twitch and move without a face. So like,
Is it their soul or something, or like their life?
well,
Like
the thing
they're
is,
just a husk, then without like that just
I don't know.
exists.
I mean, saying that, like, he doesn't actually get killed off or faced off, does he? He just, I guess that was
No.
more of an intimidation threat of I can do that to you whenever I want. Yeah. Anyway, so after that all happens, we see Rose stepping out of TARDIS in like a very like nice 50s American style, you know, and we see the Doctor with his like slicked back hair, like going full on 50s. But they seem two 50s, like almost two American 50s.
Yeah, I mean, granted, they were meant to land in America,
Yeah.
but
Classic Doctor, always fucking up.
the thing is, they don't always. They land anywhere and they wear whatever they like. They landed in what was it, like Scotland or something?
Yeah,
Tooth
in
and claw.
1870, yeah. Where they were
Yeah,
tight.
it's
Well,
like
yeah.
it's.
I don't know, but I guess
I don't know why
wanted to get-
they dress up, but then like they don't always dress up every episode.
I think it's because this one was more of actually like a vibe, like a, you know, like a, they wanted to feel like, you know, like
Actually,
yeah. Where I don't know, and also yeah, I'm assuming. I think. I mean, saying that, Rose does try and dress up when she goes to places. Like, for example, she dressed up for the 1970s. Unfortunately, it landed in 1870s. Or when the Ninth Doctor took Rose to Victorian London, the Christmas chat, the
Unquiet Dead.
yeah, Unquiet Dead. She got dressed up for that. So you know, they dress up. There's been a lot of modern day Who.
Maybe I'm just thinking of different companions because most companions don't really dress up that much. Rose is, I think, the only one that did.
Yeah, I
remember Bill. I remember Bill dressing up, and
Martha don't even. I swear she wears her usual.
Didn't.
Yeah, I swear she wears like a leather jacket when we go see Shakespeare.
Even Donna, I don't think dresses up either.
Does she not for the unicorn and the wasp thing?
Oh, right, no.
I feel like, but that's because the Doctor actually gave her a heads up in that episode. I think.
Yeah.
I could be wrong though. But yeah, right. Well, yeah. Anyways,
Amy and Rory, I don't think they ever dressed up. The only time they've dressed up is for obviously the 11th hour where Amy's
saying that we don't do too many time periods. Then
again, so weird about that is the fact that first season takes place in the same time as the Miracle Day. They're not on Earth, in present Earth, that much.
No, that's true.
So
that's true. And also, you got to remember the TARDIS sometimes when it says modern day London might be like fucking 3 months in the future or a month in the past.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Amy and Rory don't actually get dressed up too much. I mean, Rory dresses up
for the occasion if it's weather impactful, but that's about
it. Yeah, but it's like apart from Rory wearing his Suntown outfit, Roman outfit, yeah, fucking hell, like yeah, and when he has to dress up as a peasant in the Venice episode. I think that's the only two times.
Yeah, but that's the blend in. That's the proper blend in.
Yeah. He has to, yeah. But
that isn't like the full episode whereas Rose does it.
But don't go to the past too often. I mean, yeah, but don't go to the past too often. I mean, yes, we went to the 40s in London in the Victory of the Daleks, but I don't think Amy even got dressed up for that, did she?
No. Same old miniskirt and showing off her legs.
Saying that, there was a war going on. I guess it was more urgent matters than a short skirt.
It's mad how Winston Churchill just knows about the TARDIS, about its capabilities, but like doesn't really do much to try and.
I can stop this war. I don't know. I guess he just
respects he takes the key, but then like he just doesn't.
He respects the Doctor,
unless the Doctor told him that he does win, in which he doesn't need the thing, so he's keeping up an act.
Could you do that though? Or would your ego get to you and then you would fumble the war?
Unless he tried once, and then the Doctor was like, "No."
Just alarm going off at 6 a.m. Fucking no, I win this war. I'm just going back to bed.
How do they even know each other?
What, Winston?
Yeah.
Victory of the Daleks.
No, before that. Because they talk like they already know each other.
Are you not thinking about the next episode? It's series 6 episodes of The Wedding of River Song, where the Doctor and Winston are going against the Silence.
No, like, what, is that set before Victory of the Daleks, or?
That's set after, because that's series 6.
Yeah, but like, how does the Doctor and Winston know each other? I don't know if that's like a yeah, because he calls him up and goes, "Oh, there's something you want to see," or something. He calls him up at the start of the episode.
Huh. I've not seen the episode in a while.
Let's get back to it.
That's actually
we've sidetracked.
Right, yeah. Right, yeah, so, yeah, them two all, like, dressed up, and then we find out that they're meant to actually be in New York and, like, gonna go see, like, an Elvis thing, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. Something like to do with Elvis.
I know.
But, yeah, obviously, then they realise, the TARDIS has sent them to England, which the TARDIS does sometimes do on purpose when it knows something's going on. Like, it detects danger, so sometimes it works out for them to actually end up in the wrong place. And I'm sure the Doctor will admit that he ever gets it wrong, and it's actually that. But, but yeah. Anyways.
No, because she does admit it, though. She admits she takes him to a place where she needs to go.
But he does sometimes suck up, I would say. For example, the 1 year gap. I mean, you can't.
Unless the TARDIS knew.
What about Savina?
Unless that was. Because I would say the TARDIS probably sees all of time, especially
right, but the only problem with that is then, would you ever be able to land back in the time you actually want to, or would the TARDIS just deny you that and be like, no, there's that in this year, there's that in 2018?
Yeah, because she has to make it look like that she's thinking. So she can do the subtle thing of, oh yeah, you actually did a 6 instead of a 5, but it has to be something that makes it look like it's the Doctor's mistake. But then he catches on because he does that many mistakes that he's like, oh, it can't be just the Doctor.
Have you just decided that's your like canon for like why he messes up? Because that never gets messed up. That never gets mentioned that she purposely does that like that.
The Doctor's wife.
Yeah, no, she does say that, but she's never like, oh, but I have to make it look really subtle that you don't know.
Oh, no, because then the Doctor would be like just getting pissed off at the TARDIS every fucking episode, wouldn't he?
just let's beat the shit out of the TARDIS, like.
I mean, yeah, he fucking kicks the console the fucking 2 episodes ago. Did that hurt? Yes.
Yes. Fucking love that. Right, yeah, anyways, then we go to the family from like the beginning of the episode who were asking for TV, and they actually now have a TV, and like the father's like, flabbergasted and is like so impressed, like, it looks like it's in the living room with us. But then the wife seems like really down, and like he tries to like, say, cheer up, get a smile on you, but then she like starts to talk about about her mother, I think. Yeah, her mother. It's her mother, I think. Yeah.
Gran. Yeah.
Yeah. And like immediately there's like a bit of like a, not a dark term, but like there's a drop in mood, and it's like, do not, speak about it. Like he tries to, like shoot her down and be like, we're not talking about Gran. And then we're like get interrupted by like banging on the floor, like from upstairs, and we hear something about like how something is up with her face. We don't know what yet, but like something's happened to her face.
They've mangled her face. Look what they've done to
her. Yeah, so then we get to the scene where like the Magpie's television man is like, I don't know, dropping off a TV or something like that. And then the Doctor and Buzz like, go up and like start a conversation with him to find out that they're in 1953 England. So the Queen's coronation is like taking place, hence why there's, Union Jacks and all that up on the street. And yeah. But then whilst they're like talking to the Magpie guy, they get interrupted by screaming, and then we see someone getting like dragged out with a bag over their head with like a woman shouting, "No, that's my husband, don't, you can't take him." And the Doctor runs over to try and see what's going on. And Tommy, the name is Tommy?
The kid?
Tommy? Yeah.
Oh.
He runs out because he also hears it. And he says something about like how like, like this has been happening to like all the neighbours, like, like this has been going on like past like week or something. And then they drive off, and the Doctor and Buzz get on the moped from, which I forgot to mention, me, or have a moped. Is it a moped or just a scooter, would you say? Moped, scooter? Yeah, scooter.
I'd call it moped.
Moped, okay. Yeah, they got on the moped and try and like chase after the vehicle. But then when we see that the vehicle, when it gets around one of the corners, they have like the two, not barn doors, but like two warehouse doors which we drive through, and then they get shut behind, and then people like bring stuff in front of the van to I keep saying van, in front of the warehouse to make it look like disguised. So when the Doctor pulls around the corner, he's lost him and he's like flabbergasted. It's like, oh my. But
where'd they go?
Where did they go? And then Rose brings up like, we should probably talk to the neighbours. And the Doctor's like, you make a good point.
That's what I like about you.
I like you, man. You stop me from wondering too much. Yeah. We then go to my brain is glooping again.
Which part are we at again? Sorry.
we just got to a bit where the scooter, like when they chased after the people, but then they lost them. That's where we are at. And then
they had
to the neighbours.
Yeah, they go to the family that we've been focusing on.
Right. Okay.
And then
First off, sorry, it goes back to Magpie.
Does it?
Yeah, because I think he's talking to the woman on the TV.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's speaking to the woman on the TV. We don't know the species or anything yet, so I'm just saying that. And he's starting to like the wire. Well, I'm going to mention it yet, but fine. Yeah, the wire. And he's like pretty much begging like, okay, this has gone on long enough. Like you've gotten what you want, and it's like, no, we're only just beginning. And yeah, we then cut back to the boy going upstairs, like Tommy going upstairs to like, I'm assuming like just check on Gran. But then when he tries to actually get into the room, the dad just standing behind him like really ominously, like, what are you doing? So he snatches the key off of Tommy and then drags him. Well, not drag him. We don't see that, but he takes him downstairs and starts yelling at him like, I'm trying my hardest to, keep us like a normal, sane family, and you're doing all this. And comforts Rita, his wife. It's a very fucked up dynamic going on there.
Yeah.
But then he gets interrupted by the doorbell, and then Rose and the Doctor are like, hello there. And they're coming by.
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you? So the Doctor uses his psychic paper?
Psychic paper, yeah.
Yeah. But brain going blank again. This episode, apparently, guys, I'm having a bit of a gloopy brain day. Again, this episode's...
When does he know?
Yeah, look, I'm not a passionate talker about this episode, so I'm not exactly passionately like, oh yeah, this is firing me up. Like when we get to the end of time, I will yap for 4 hours without stutter. Well, okay, I won't say what stutter, but I will yap for 4 hours without any brain gloop. This episode, it's good. It's good. It's not bad. It's just, I'm not, it's not my well, it's not like an episode I suggest to someone to watch Doctor Who. Like, I would never like introduce someone to Doctor Who with this episode. That's a quick point. What episode will you actually introduce someone with? Choose wisely.
Well, the first episode was.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Like,
or if they don't want to like start from the beginning, then probably.
Yeah, like her episode what actually grips you. Yeah. I mean, obviously,
it's always going to be the beginning. It's going to always be the beginning of each season, apart from New Earth, because New Earth is. I don't think New Earth is that good.
Yeah, you can't do. Yeah, and the fact that you used to always start on series 2 is just criminal.
I started with Christmas Invasion.
Yeah, obvious. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'd always start watching it around Christmas, so then that always made sense.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So,
yeah, I guess you could say the 11th hour, maybe. That's a very good episode, to be fair, and it introduces this new Doctor, so it kind of lets you have like refresh. I wouldn't say, but if I was going for like an episode to really intrigue you in Doctor Who, Midnight is quite a solid contender, I would say.
That's true.
Blink, but
almost any
episode.
What's called almost any of them in series 4 and series 3.
Series 4 and 3 are like, yeah. To be fair, even like Family of Blood and Nate, I can't ever remember what the other part is called. Family of Blood and Human Nature. They're brilliant episodes. Like I think you could get away with not needing to know what Doctor Who is to actually know, like, watch them episodes and think this is good writing. Like, this is.
There was an argumentative point that I said to you. It was like, oh yeah, it's like they might count as Doctor Who episodes because it's not the Doctor that's there. It's,
yeah.
It's a guy called John Smith.
Yeah, right.
But then that's a very hot take because he is still there.
Yeah, no. A Doctor Light episode is generally normally to save money and also so they can work on other episodes but still get 13 episodes out. I know. When we actually used to get 13 episodes out. Crazy. I know, like, God forbid they actually do that now.
I mean, when was the last one? Like, 2021, 2022?
No, because I don't think Jodie Whittaker has 13 episode seasons. I swear she only has, like, 10 in the first one. I think series 11 only has 10 episodes, or 12 maybe at a push, but it's not 13, I don't think. So I'm going to say the last 13 episode series might have been... No, wait, not even series 10. Or did series 10 have 13 episodes? Oh, my brain's gone to gloop. Okay, I know at least up to series 6 has 13 episodes, I know that, but I don't know, does series 7? Yes, I think it does. When does it drop? There's a drop, I don't know when.
I put it series 10, not 11, so I was confused about it. Oh yeah, no, series 11 only has 10 episodes.
What about series 9?
Series 9?
Mm-hmm.
Also 10.
8? Was series 7 the last 13 episode season? If that's the case, that's shocking.
There's The Death in Heaven, that's episode 12 of series 8.
Damn. Right, okay. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, well, no, 12 is still a solid number. I'll happily take 12 episode seasons. I'll even take 10.
9. Series 9 has 12, and then it's got the
right. So after Matt Smith, it goes down to 12, and then after Matt Smith, it's still good. That's a solid amount of episodes. You cannot leave. Like, that still leaves 1 or 2 episodes to be bad and still have 10 solid episodes. But when you jump to 8 episodes in a season, if every episode isn't top tier, this is gripping, this is quality, has to be above and beyond itself. It has to be, for 8 episodes, if each episode isn't phenomenal, you failed. Where, if you have 12 episodes...
10, and so is 11.
Right, okay, yeah. That, right.
On series 11, so Jodie Whittaker's first.
Yeah.
Is 10. Her second is 10.
And then Flux is like, what, 6
Yeah,
episodes?
series Flux is 6.
Shocking. But, like, for example, look, if you made a 12-episode season, hell, 13-episode season, even if you had 5 fucking bad episodes, that would still leave it with 8 episodes brilliant.
Yeah, the 8 good episodes, but if it's just 8 episodes, every episode
even one episode, it can ruin it. Like, Space Babies. It can ruin a series. Because, yeah, first off, you're still waiting a year for a season, and that's now classed as good to get 8 episodes in a year, every year. If you look at a show like Severance, there's like 3-year gaps in between seasons, and they've only got 8 episodes in. Shocking, I know. But it's just, I don't know. Yeah, like, for example, is this episode we're talking about the Idiot in London, is it a good episode? It's all right. It's a filler episode, but because there's 13 episodes this season, it's allowed to be a filler episode. It's allowed to just fill out the gaps. I would happily take filler episodes in New Who, like the next series of Who, if it means we get up to 10 episodes. I'm not expecting brilliant writing if you actually are trying to push episodes out all the time. But if this was in like the next season of Doctor Who, I would feel a bit let down.
I just realised, like, Series 8 was apparently, like, really bad.
Yes.
But then, like, I'm looking through it, and there is still some good episodes. Like, I like the Time Heist episode.
Time Heist, okay, yeah, I'll give you that one.
Time Heist, Mummy on the Orient Express.
Flatline, I think I like Flatline.
Clara discovers a menace from another dimension while she's separated from Doctor. With the Doctor trapped, Clara must defend against the enemy and exist.
I just like Flatline because where he gets fucking stuck in the TARDIS.
It's because it's a shrinking TARDIS.
And we literally just see the fucking Doctor literally in one of, like,
put his hand through like that.
Yeah, like they literally see a fucking toy police box. Like, I generally had the fucking version he had on TV, and it's just the fact that you just see his hand literally go through it. Like, I like it because it's such a fucking, like, you're literally using a fucking toy as like a prop now for Doctor Who. Like, you're literally using what I literally have like behind me as like the TARDIS as a shrunk form. It's a fun episode, I think. I think it's funny that Clara can literally pick up the TARDIS and put it in a handbag.
There's an episode, I remember, it was a Clara episode. It was like something to do with, I think it was Series 9. It was, what was it? It was like Under the Wake or something.
Yeah, before
it's like where the Doctor at the end. It shows the Doctor.
Oh no, wait.
Doctor's head, and it's the Doctor's ghost.
Oh yeah, is that part of Before the Flood, or is that a different thing?
Because it is a 2-part. Because the end of the first part is this shows the Doctor's head, because it's like a massive cliffhanger of like, oh,
yeah.
Does the Doctor die?
Yeah, I don't know. So, like, Series 8 has some good episodes. It's just, I think, like, the final 2-parter, it ruins the show a bit. Well, not the show, the series, just because it's...
What, of Series 8?
Yeah, it's just kind of disrespectful because, obviously, like...
yeah. Dark One and Death in Heaven, yeah.
Yeah, it's like... why a lot of fans don't like it is it kind of disrespects Brigadier, who was obviously a massive classic Who, character. So, and it also, he literally died like in 2013 just before it came out, so it also just felt wrong. It was something about like making like a past companion or past someone in Doctor Who a Cyberman, and then I don't know. It was some, I don't know. It's an all right. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. They introduced Missy, and I like Missy as a master. I think she's a good master. I would say. Would you?
No, she is.
Yeah.
Her and John Sims are like.
Oh, that's such a good episode.
I can't do all that.
Such a fucking good episode. I can't wait to get.
I think the reason why I also like John Sims probably a bit more is literally his dance scenes.
Yeah, I can't decide on him just rolling around the Doctor. It just wins. It just wins the episode. Yeah, no, John Sims as the Master was one of the perfect casting choices I've ever seen.
I did like the Jodie Whittaker Master. He was actually good.
He was good. it was just the right, everyone in, to be fair, I think everyone in Jodie Whittaker's era is actually really good actors and like really good. Just, I feel like the writing really let it down.
Yeah. Like, you can't, there's way too much happening.
Yeah.
I think our first season is still something that you can get a hang of, but it doesn't lead to anything.
No, it don't. It felt different, which I appreciate. It did feel like a different era of Doctor Who. But I don't know, it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't fully work. And then obviously, Series 12 did the Timeless Child thing and that. But yeah, I don't know.
Talk about that here.
Yeah, we don't. We're
gonna have to, but we don't talk about it.
Right. Okay, we'll get back to the episode. But
is this how bad the episode is? The fact that we don't even want to talk about it.
Look, I did warn you guys literally last episode that this isn't my go-to episode. You got to carry this, Josh.
The thing is, I think it's one of those episodes that I just sat back and went on my phone while watching. It was background episode because even then, I let the next episode play when I was watching it.
It's just like, no, look, we'll get it. We will get this done, guys. We're gonna get through this together. It's
just skip to the end. So the Doctor wins. Let's have that wrap up.
Right. So overall rating is no, but
No.
it's look. I think it's just because I've never really enjoyed this episode. So it's actually been one even when we started series 2 on the podcast, going into I was generally thinking, I've got to do this episode at some point. It's one of them episodes. It's like Fear Her. I'm not looking forward to recording that just because I don't like the episode Fear Her.
Yeah.
It just doesn't click with me. Where other episodes for Satan's Pit next episode, I think it's called, or is it not Impossible Planet? That's generally I like that episode. I will happily talk about that episode. It's just this episode, it doesn't it doesn't
in the same way.
It's such a forgettable episode as well. In a way, I mean, obviously I don't forget it because I know fucking every episode not to, but it's one of those episodes where if I spoilers, it won't be in my 8-episode video, at least in my behalf.
No, it won't be mine either.
Which we will be getting out when we finish the series, which will be in a month and a half. We're on episode 8, aren't we now? Is this episode 8? I think it's episode 8. I think Idiot Lantern's episode 8. I think. Yeah, no, wait, no, it can't be. Or is it episode 7? Oh, I'm lost.
It's episode 7. Episode 8 and 9 is
two-parter.
On it. Yeah.
Which,
Love and Monsters is 10. Fear Her is 11. Then it's the final 2-part.
Right. Which I will give you guys a heads up. I don't know if I will be able to get 2 episodes out next week. Because I am on holiday. I know. But
the pain, the agony.
We already have to record 3 episodes this week. Just because I'm going on holiday, I want to, get this episode. We're recording on Monday. I'm getting this episode's coming out tomorrow. Then we'll have to record for the week after. But then I realized it's a 2-parter, so that means there's going to have to be 2 episodes next week. But that means we have to record then 4 episodes this week. And then I've got to edit for 4 videos, all before I go on holiday. And it's just so I might break the tradition just this one time. It might just be literally the first part next week. I'm sorry. I know. Heartbreaking. But, at least I'm getting an episode out next week. We've not missed a week yet.
True. That's true.
Through thick and thin, we have actually somehow pulled together and always got an episode out.
I mean, it's fair. You've been through some. We've both been through some stuff. I'm surprised we haven't missed anything.
I know. We're on week 21 now. Consistent. I generally thought we were going to get to
Is it week 21?
I mean, the podcast last week was called Whovian Wire episode 20, so I'm assuming that means it's been 20 weeks.
Yeah, but you got some
actually, no,
episodes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it might be more like week 16. I don't know. We've been going since the beginning of December, so we
didn't do a 2-part for the first.
No, we didn't actually, did we? No, yeah, we did. Yeah, I got the gas mask episodes out in the same week, and I think I do the Savine might have been separate weeks.
Yeah, it's probably Savine them. Yeah.
But I think after Savine, we decided just to get episodes like that out of the way, we'll do them in the same week.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously it does mean needing to be, which yes, it's our fault because we probably could have tried to keep up. But the thing is, I'm editing it all by myself.
I tried. My laptop's
I kid. But
I don't know if he kids, guys.
But no, all I'm saying is the thought of needing to edit 4 videos in 1 week generally terrifies me. So if there's not 2 apart next week, I'm sorry, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe I get really motivated and we record like 5 episodes this week. Unlikely, but it could happen. Could happen. But yeah, just thought I'll say that now, just in case. I'm saying that we don't have a big audience. So it's not exactly it. Like we're going to actually get anyone saying like, "Where's the episode?" But for future people,
it could happen. It could happen.
We could blow up by tomorrow. Who knows? I swear down, if the Idiot Slantum somehow pops off as our biggest episode on Whovian Wire, I'm done. It's a filler episode. It won't get much clicks just because it's a filler episode. Doomsday though, that could pull some numbers in. And also I am hoping to get at least like another video out, like a ranking video out before Doomsday at least. So we are trying to build up a channel, guys. Give us time. Right, okay. Should we actually get back to this episode so we actually can get this done?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So yeah, the Doctor gets in by using his psychic paper and making out he's a part of the British summit. What's he classed as?
I don't actually know.
Right, okay.
That's infuriating.
I can't remember. But it's something to do with like the royal family, I think. He's like, he makes out he's like, or like works for under the Queen or something like that. The father seems very like impressed and is like, oh my heavens. Anyways.
Oh, great heavens.
But then the dad tries to like demand his wife start putting up the flags in the house. But then the Doctor stops him and it's like, do you think the Queen puts her own flags up in the house? Do you think the Queen does it? And what gender is the Queen? And he's like, a woman. Exactly. So he puts him in his place and then gets his father to start putting up the flags. And then
it's very funny though.
Yeah. And then the Doctor sits down with the Tommy and his wife, and then starts like saying, "Do you need help?" And like what's going on? For then Vita to break out crying and like both starts to comfort her, but then the father then realizes, hang on a minute. This is under my house. Even though if you work for the Queen, this is under my house. But then, whilst he's like arguing with the Doctor, like, I'm not doing Chaucy, that. But then the Doctor like kind of like interrupts him whilst he's speaking. So the father's like, I am talking. And then the Doctor just gets up angry like, and I'm not listening.
It's great. It is honestly like the best thing.
Oh yeah, the best thing of this episode is actually just like one scene, just the and I'm not listening. But yeah, and then the Doctor like again puts him back into his place after he had that little rebellious outbreak, and then the banging from upstairs happens again, and then the Doctor actually then goes and investigates it, and we see a woman in a dark room, a shadow. So obviously Gran. But then when we turn on the light, it's Gran without a face. Whoa! Really gripping episode, this, Josh. No, it's a cool idea, I guess. It's just, did he get executed well?
I wouldn't say so because like it doesn't seem. It's obviously a big threat. It's just. This is. I'm sorry, I'm going to actually lead into my question. What if this happened in present day? With the amount of TVs and antennas and like wireless shit that you now got.
Easily, we would get fucked immediately.
But then, like, what is? I don't know what. Does she just want to eat and eat faces? Like, yeah, that's bad, but
like it's bad, but like the thing is, like, what's the goals here? Like, yes, she might get more powerful the more she consumes. I'm assuming, but then when she's finished with everyone, then what?
Because how does she transport from planet to planet?
Yeah. Yeah, but then what? That's it. That's your internal goal in life. Is it just to constantly go from one planet to another?
Honestly, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't.
It's probably another reason this episode just doesn't stand great with me. Is just because it feels like a very. But there's no reason for why the aliens are doing. Even like the Savine 2-parter, which I'm not a fan of. At least we know they came to Earth to pretty much blow it up and sell it for scrap.
Yeah.
Like, at least there's a reason for doing it. The Gelf from Series 1, they're there because they need bodies to fucking live because they can't stay in gas form. Like, they want to, they actually want to have, something to actually be human. Every single, alien we've encountered or monster or anything, there's a reason behind it. New Earth, they plague patients to find cures for everyone else. Yeah, I don't know, this episode, but like this, there's nothing there's no emotional weight behind it. There's nothing nothing there's not even a.
Then they do try to add some emotional weight, like, oh yeah, now it's happening to us. Spoiler alert, but it's like,
yeah, but that's not even towards the there's nothing but this alien's just doing it because she's malice and there's no end goal. There's no.
I completely forgot that they steal faces by the end, if I'm honest.
Generally,
it's such a forgettable. It's a forgettable episode. Obviously, we know it, but then it's not great.
No, it's not. It's not. It could
what
be
is
a
the end
lot
goal?
better.
Why? What's the ambition? If you're just hungry, well, yes. So am I.
So am I. Make a toast and move on.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I think this is why I struggle with the episode. It's just there's no development behind this person. We don't really know. I don't know. Yeah, it's not setting up anything either. There's brief word of Torchwood, and it's a very passing comment. But I know they're doing it for subtlety reasons. But it's a very brief comment of Torchwood, but apart from that, there's not even anything what sets up future episodes in this episode.
It was.
Yeah, do you know
when did it not say anything about Torchwood in this?
No, it does very briefly. That's what I mean. It's a very brief, because when the investigators are talking to the doctor, we hear in the background by one of the people working for the investigator because of but if Torch would find out, but it's a very brief that was mentioned and if Torch would find out. But that's it. It's and what if Torchwood finds out? Maybe that's better than two random police officers being tasked to investigate faceless people. At least Torchwood was set up to literally fight against aliens and stuff.
Yeah, but what even is this alien? That's the thing. We get a name.
The Wire.
Exactly. Which I thought I thought you actually just got that name and put it onto Whovian Wire kind of thing, but
yeah. No. Oh god. I would never name my channel after a mid-episode.
Whovian Doomsday.
Whovian the end of time. But no,
Whovian Blink.
I just Whovian Day of the Doctor. No, but no, I don't know why I named it Whovian. I think I just liked how it sounded. I don't know.
It does sound good.
It's
not to toot your own horn, but it does sound good.
Yeah, it does. I was very proud of myself for coming up with it. The thing is, with Whovian Wire, what I want to do is, I don't know. I want to, I guess, do a bit what Who culture does. Like, I want to, like, when there's actually,
everything,
yeah, a bit of everything. And like, for example, like when we find out more about the Christmas episode, I'd happily maybe do a video, discussing our thoughts on like, what we've been, told. Like,
thing is, you find this out so fucking easily. I don't find anything out. I find it out for you through you.
exactly.
So you'll get my raw reactions through it at least.
We're getting a Doomsday Part 2. But yeah, like,
I'm not that little thing. I don't actually understand. We'll do a video about that at some point.
We could maybe discuss potential
developments,
storylines for the Christmas special or Easter special. But yeah, no, I don't know. Whovian Wire, I think I wanted to like cover all grounds of Doctor Who. So
no, that's fair.
If I was just going to do a podcast, I'd probably just call it something goofy like the Whovian podcast or something like that. If it's not already being taken.
Right, let's get back to the episode. What part are we even at?
Not far enough, Josh. Not far enough. So,
for fuck's sake.
So the Doctor and Rose see the faceless Gran, but then whilst like looking at her and being like, it's like her brain's just glooping. The door gets like barricaded down, barged down, and the police officers went upstairs to like kidnap the Gran, which they've been doing on the street all for the past few weeks. But then when the Doctor tries to stop him, gets like a right hook to the face and knocked out. And then when he comes back, he rushes down after him, Rose tagging behind him. But then she gets distracted by when she sees that the TV's got like emitting like like a pink electricity around itself, and the Doctor shouting, "Rose, I need you to, hurry up!" But then she's taking too long, so he just goes off on the moped after him, whilst she then goes to investigate the TV.
Shit, fucking part on Doctor. I mean,
no, he
like,
needed to. Yeah, I mean,
fair enough. Then like, yeah, but. Who knows what this is? He doesn't even know what it is.
True.
It's gotten to the point where the Doctor's literally just been physically assaulted. So,
yeah. So then Rose goes up to the TV and investigates it to then see Magpie's, label on the back, and she's like, okay, this is where the TV's come from. So, she's doing her own little bit of investigating. But then we go back to the Doctor catching up to where the vehicle is, and he actually sees it going into the thing this time. Even though there's men still pretending like sweeping outside, even though it must be like, I don't even know what time of night, but it's like fair enough when it was during the day when when we were sweeping and stuff. But I want to imagine this is like at like, I don't know, 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and there's still just two men sweeping, like trying to look like day-to-day life.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird. It's pretty weird that they don't have like a protocol for each time of day. It's just always a market stall that's there.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even going anywhere. It's just there and they're sweeping. Like, who comes down this street just for a couple of potatoes? Or tomatoes.
Anyways, the Doctor's like, genius. So he like finds his way in like through like a back entrance Giddle thingy bob. And when he like sneaks into the warehouse, he sees like a cage filled with the faceless people. So, but then we go back to whilst he's investigating the faceless people, they all start to like return towards him and start like walking towards him. But then the two people who stealing the faceless people catch the Doctor, and they're going to take him in for investigation, like interrogate him. But before we see that scene, we go back to Bose, who's now at Magpie's shop, but the man's like making out the clothes and like don't bother me, I'm closed. But like Rose is like insists, and like she's wanting to know what's going on because like everyone who gets your TVs, there's weird things happening.
They lose their face.
they lose their face. But yeah, but the guy really does try and insist her to leave. Like, trust me, just go. You don't want to be here right now. But the second night, he knows that it's, like, okay, there's no point. He locks the door, which immediately Rose feels a bit intimidated by. But she does try and stand proud. She is like, well, just us two now. But then...
Right, say you were the companion in this situation. Wouldn't you listen to the doctor outright?
Well, the doctor didn't tell her what to do. At this point.
No, but like, say like, when
or do you mean
he was telling her to come... Yeah, just go... Right. Go with the doctor.
Is it risky? Yes, but I think obviously Rose is a very proud individual. She likes to feel like she's actually doing good for the doctor. She wants to feel like an assistant, not.
Early in the episode when she was telling the dad about like, it's the Union Jack at sea and stuff, and it's like, that seems like a bit much. You don't need to really say all that.
Again, that's just Rose, though, isn't it? She likes to feel like she's,
Yeah, and
again, you know my opinions on Rose. I think she's good at times, but other times she's a very...
I didn't like it. I kind of cringed as soon as it, like, and then her proud face when she looked to the doctor, it's like, the doctor's like, there was no need for that.
I do have to say, if you say Rose is your favourite companion, I do question, like... I do question it a bit, to be honest. I get it, but like...
No, Amy all the way. But then Amy's a bit
questionable, but not as questionable as Rose.
Yeah. Amy will listen.
Exactly. If you say not Catherine Tate, if you say Donna, that's respectable.
Yeah. Donna or Martha?
Martha's respectable. Yeah, Martha was a rebound. Yeah, she was a rebound. Yeah. I generally feel bad for Martha. She's underrated just because of how rebounded she got. That, like, the doctor generally treated her like shit throughout that series.
I quite liked most of the episodes in series 3. It's just it didn't seem that great because you're looking at it through. You're meant to be a companion with the doctor, obviously, but then like you're mostly seeing it through the doctor's eyes about everything.
Exactly, but it's like, for example, and also Martha had to deal with a lot of shit. Fucking family, blood, and human nature. Oh yeah, the smart alien you're traveling with, who you trust in. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna put that away. So you got to look after this human being who doesn't know that he's a Time Lord, but keep him safe and stuff. Oh, and also you're gonna be living in 1940s England. She was put through a lot. She was put through a lot because that was still somewhat early, probably, in her fucking times of traveling with a doctor.
And he had a fucking pair. Like, how fucking dumb can be?
But yeah, it's I don't know. Martha went through it. Donna, I would say, if you say Donna as a companion, bosh, go on you. I'm proud. Amy, I respect. Clara, I respect. To be fair, the only other companions I don't like is Yaz.
I respect Bill. Bill was good.
Bill I like. Ruby? I like Ruby, but I don't like her story arc.
No, I can't blame her for that because everyone else had a complete story arc and most of them were good, but then you've got Rose and Yaz.
Yeah.
Yaz has a complete story arc. It's just Ruby also didn't get a full thing with it.
I guess also, what's the name from this season? Just gone. Fuck.
Belinda Shanda.
Yeah, no, that's another companion I can't. I think it started off well, but the whole whole 180 of it had to do where it's like, oh, take me home. Oh yes, I have a daughter. Okay, you was a nurse at the very beginning of this episode, but yeah, sure, yeah.
No, that is because she was then under the influence, obviously, like the full wish world thing.
I know. Yeah, and
Which
I know that the doctor.
Then
did
she had those. Obviously, it's a manipulation feelings, but
the thing is, though, the doctor tweaked time so that so that Poppy could live. But it's like you've changed this person's entire like she was a student nurse, like she was a nurse living in like a student accommodation, and now you're made her a mother. I don't know. I don't know. And again, I know that he had to fucking throw it all together in like the past. Well, I don't think that was his original plan. I don't think. I know that he had to do a lot last minute when Shooty were leaving, but I don't fully believe that was the original plan.
No, it was. The only thing about Ruby I don't like is the fact that she didn't have a complete story arc. She could make it snow, and then. But apart from that, if she had a complete story arc, she'd be probably up there because she was actually quite good.
She was quite good. Yeah, she was quite good. It's just the story arc kind of ruined it a bit. But that's not her. She was still good in episodes with the Doctor. She herself generally didn't do anything wrong in the episodes. Her writing did. But yeah, anyways, right, we'll get back to this again. But let's say how average this episode is. We don't want it to be a long one. I don't want to edit this for like 5 hours.
Do you want me to start?
Anyways, but yeah, whilst he's like saying like, why are you selling your TVs for so cheap? And like, why are they getting faced or faceless?
Face soft.
Yeah, but then the TV in the background turns on and starts to speak to Rose. And Rose is like, wait, is she speaking to me? And she's like, yes. Which is then revealed that she is the Wire. And then she sucks in Rose's face. Oh no! And then we go back to the Doctor getting interrogated by the police. Well, we find out are the police or like investigators. And they immediately kind of start to work together with the Doctor because they kind of realise that he's not the one causing this. And he seems like he knows his shit. But then when they start start discussing when's this first started happening, like what's the sightings been, like what's causing this, they're bringing another faceless person covered up, and then when it's revealed who's under the blanket, it's Rose. Oh my god. Which it's sad. To be fair, what makes it a kind of sad is just the fact that apparently they found her on the street, like thrown out on the street, faceless, and that does get the Doctor angry. Like that's that furies him. That's he's not happy about this.
No, he isn't. But can you blame him?
No, obviously. The second you touch one of the companions, endgame. Yeah, so then we go back to the family celebrating the celebration, and then the Doctor gets to the house, and Tommy opens up the door to he starts the conversation with the Doctor, like trying to help him, but the father comes out and starts to like argue with the son, there's a bit of back and forth between the son and the father, and saying like you've caused this and stuff, but then the son then has pinned it all together that it's actually the father who's been reporting the faceless people, and like this is why everyone's been getting kidnapped. It's like the father has caused this, and it's because the father wants to be like the perfect societal family. He wants everything to be like perfect, but he's not perfect himself. That's the problem.
No.
And like his son argues like, you went to war, stuff like I should, so that I can be me and be like proud and stuff, but like you've made it so that he's made it bad. So it's pretty much like it's revealed that the father, his own ego has gotten to him where he tries to make everything so like, oh yes, I am like the perfect family guy, but actually on the inside it's not. It's quite the opposite. And then when Rita hears this, she immediately just like ends the relationship with him and tells Tommy to go help the Doctor, which very trusting. But then again, I guess the Doctor did like kind of step up for her when she was getting shouted at, so fair enough.
I am talking.
And I'm not
And
listening!
I'm not listening.
We might have to make a meme somehow of that.
The amount of times he says I'm talking, I didn't actually realize he says
Yeah,
it.
well, I did notice it because that's the only thing I remember from this episode is that and I'm not listening, but he does actually say that a lot, like, I am talking. We probably should make a meme on Whovian Wire for that. Whovian Wire on Instagram, guys. Shameless plug. Yes, and then when the Doctor and Tommy are like walking together, Doctor's like, so what's like, what has everyone got? What could be causing this? And like Tommy's like, the TVs, and the Doctor immediately is like, magpies. So they get to the shop and they find like a portable television. I can't remember what you call them. Is it literally just a portable television? Like, or is it actually got? I can't remember for the life of me what.
I can't remember what it's called. I just call it portable TV.
Portable TV, sure. But obviously, for 1953, that's impossible. But Magpie himself has been working on it through, I'm assuming the Wire telling him how to build it. Then again, why didn't she actually just go, like, I'm assuming she didn't have a choice on what time period she was going to land in, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but is she actually, like, able to travel through time?
I don't know, because I guess you've still landed in a time where there's TVs. Like, she could have literally landed in, like, the 1700s and been fucked.
So the Wire was a Hermethican, a criminal who escaped execution by becoming an energy being that, according to the 10th Doctor, took the essences and souls of people watching TV. So it took the essence and the souls. That's what happened. That's why they were
faceless.
Yeah, faceless.
Yeah.
She concealed herself in television signals, transferring herself from set to set. She fed off the mental signals of human brains, paralyzing them and sucking out their energy with electrical tendrils.
Right.
Something we've just seen.
But let's just say if we do a top 10 like Doctor Who monsters, which we'll probably do a video at some point, she won't be appearing in it.
Oh.
Go on.
The first appearance is actually a TARDISode.
TARDISode, what?
Was the 7th of the series Minnesota. It's a prologue to Doctor Who's. It's a little like prologue thing apparently. I don't know what it is because it won't load. But
what, before? But after this?
It says the first appearance is a TARDISode, so I'm guessing it's. It's obviously it's a minisode of it, but
I've never heard of TARDISode, so I don't. Yeah. Okay,
I don't
strange.
know what that is.
I don't know, but it scares me.
It doesn't make sense.
Why are we doing mid-monster episodes?
The world building is to be added. There is no world building in the power.
Yeah, we don't need a part 2 to this. Russell T Davis, if you're listening to this, don't make the Christmas episode The Wire part 2. We don't need it. Right, shall we get back to the episode?
I'm actually gonna have a look at this. Yeah,
Don't look at the Christmas special episode right now. I'll slow down if you're looking at what we're doing for the Christmas special.
No, I'm looking at the TARDISode thing.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Never heard of it.
It shows them getting a TV. Oh!
What?
It shows how the grandma got her face ripped off. That's all it is, but it's from the TV's point of view. I've never seen this before.
Oh! They did this for marketing, didn't they?
I'm guessing so. Yeah,
I think they did. Yeah, they had they did it on the website. I swear. Yeah, actually, no. Yeah, you know what? That's fucking Eureka fucking moment. Yeah, I remember that Doctor Who actually used to do a website. I don't know if it was on the official Doctor website, but they did have a website where you could get snippet. I think they did it for Age of Steel as well. I think for
this is TARDISode 7.
Right. So you know what? Yeah, no, that's fully me having a brain loop moment. I told you guys I'm having a brain loop moment today. Yeah, no, I genuinely forgot about that. Yeah. I knew about that as well. That's not like didn't know that was a thing. I genuinely knew about that episode. Right, okay. Anyways, right, we'll get back to the episode. So, yeah, they find a portable TV, which obviously for the time wasn't made yet. So we realize that like they're building technology. But then when they like start examining it, all the TVs get turned on to reveal like all the faces of the people who have faceless now. And the doctor sees Rose shouting, I think she's just saying one word, doctor, over and over again. I think.
Yeah, she's just mouthing the word doctor because there's no sound coming out of it.
Yeah. But then the guy running the shop then does encounter him, but then before you can really say much, the wire appears, and it's revealed that and then it's revealed. This is what really makes it really emotional and like, wow, this is a fascinating backstory for her. The race tried to kill them, so they fled to Earth. That's why the wire.
Yeah, because she's a criminal. Was about to executed because she led a gang of criminals. There was nothing else to it.
But look at Boomtown. Like that face is like the heavy weight of like execution and death. Like, and like you're going back to your species, like the execution and like death side of it, and that's just like a part of the plot. Like that's not even like the full plot of the episode of Boomtown. Like that's just, I don't know. The
thing is, wait, did they actually say that, like, she's escaping death or something?
What are you talking about? The werewolves? No, because all this she says that she just fled from her home planet because she was a convicted criminal and she was going to get murdered or something like that.
And they don't even say that in the episode, so you've got to put research in to actually find that.
But yeah, I get again. I just don't feel like there's a good reason for why she's doing it. Even if it was literally like, I'm the last of my species, like the doctor, and then they could even have like a bit of I'm the last of my kind, like you. Just add some emotional like reason for why they're doing it. Like most monsters do. Most of the time, at least. Like there's normally a reason.
To be fair, the last of the species is like, the doctor even knows when you're lying about that kind of stuff as well.
Oh, that's the only reason I like that Cold Blood episode, is that one speech the doctor gives.
I know how it sits in the heart.
Yeah, it sits in, I know it sits in that. Oh. Matt Smith, fucking brilliant performance, honestly. But for him to be the youngest to play one of the youngest people in Doctor Who, but to somehow sometimes feel like the oldest Doctor, it's bon appetit. It's Matt Smith. Honestly, standing ovation for days if I could. Yeah. Anyways, but then when they're talking about like the species and stuff, the doctor then like realizes like, you're not powerful enough yet. You can't just do it from here. But then he gets stopped by her starting to suck everyone's faces in. But the doctor, being the doctor, actually was able to like start to like pull for a sonic screwdriver, and she like realizes like, oh shit. So she like unlinks the faces. The investigator does get his face sucked in, but Tommy and the doctor don't. I don't know why them two could handle it better. Or is that just...
Well, obviously the doctor... The Senor Paul Convenience, and also the doctor's an alien. Tommy's just Tommy.
Plot convenience, yeah. But then the wire like demands like the guy... is he called Magpie? I'm just going to call him Magpie.
Because it's called Magpie's Electric, so...
Yeah. So she demands him to take her to like a better location. I'm assuming like the satellite bit. I don't remember what bit it's called, but she does like demand him to take her there. And then when Tommy and when the doctor and Tommy wake up, they realize like where she's probably getting taken to. So the doctor like grabs as much tech as possible and like even like grabs some stuff from the TARDIS, and then like and then when they're on the way to the tower, like we see like the doctor like fixing up the tech while so literally like walking at full speed, like they're in a rush, but we're getting stuff done. But then when they get to the satellite tower, the guy's already started to climb it, but then the doctor like sets up his device at the bottom of the tower. We don't know what device is yet, but he tells like Tommy to like just like make sure this is all working, and then I'll do the rest. So the doctor starts like climb the tower, and then, but Magpie obviously gets to the tower, gets to the top of the tower first, and then we see like all the families who are watching the TV start to get their face like sucked in, like, so she's winning. But, so far. But then when the Doctor does get to the top of the tower, he plugs his device in, and it doesn't work immediately because I think a fuse bursts. Is it a fuse?
I think it's a bulb. A bulb broke.
The bulb. Yeah, a bulb broke. So Tommy had to quickly, replace it. So she was still, sucking in all the faces, which the Doctor kept randomly getting electric shocked at random times. I remember weirdly thinking he got fully electric shocked in this episode.
I think you're thinking of the Darksman.
No, yeah. Well, yeah, I thought that, but then I swear. But no, apparently he only gets zapped a few times. But anyways,
I mean, to say that he climbs up a tower, it only happens twice.
Yeah,
I know it doesn't happen a lot, but swears it's happened twice.
Well, we know what happened last time he climbed up a tower and fell.
What are you
Doctor?
I haven't seen that.
Have you not watched every Doctor's Regeneration?
Oh. It's been a while, okay? I don't keep up to date on Regenerations.
I will force you to sit in this call and screen share all the Doctor Regenerations if I need to. Ooh. Video idea.
Josh's reactions to each
But no, we could do ranking of regenerations though. Anyways, but then Tommy does actually get another bulb in, and then the device turns back on, and she immediately just like loses her powers, like, and she gets sucked into this device. And that's the end of the episode. I hope you enjoy. No, but I mean, it pretty much is.
Yeah. No, 5-minute wrap up.
Pretty much. I mean, I can't say it's like a fast wrap up. It's not like series 1 where it was like when it felt very wrapped up. Like,
yeah.
This at least felt at pace-ish.
Or natural.
I would say the pacing of series 2 is a lot better than series 1. I would say, pacing wise. But yeah, we go back to the warehouse where we see that all the faces, well, not faceless anymore, are back. And
the faceless are faceful.
Yeah, and then the Doctor reveals that he's actually trapped the wire on a VHS tape, which is obviously 30 years early. So she's now stuck on a VHS tape. The Doctor then pulls up to the warehouse and reunites with Rose. It's all, again, it's a very concluding, so I know. I'm not going to say it's even got any emotional weight behind this episode, so I'm not even going to be like, the scene.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, finally, the episode's over. No, I'm joking. It wasn't that bad. It was just...
It's not World War III bad.
No. But, yeah.
We're not going to get World War III bad at all.
Hopefully. Then we go to the street where everyone's like celebrating, dancing, music's playing. It's a nice conclusion, I guess. It's a nice conclusion, I think. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the episode. What's your rating, opinions?
You forgot about Tommy having to go back to his dad.
Sorry. Rose tells him you should go help his dad. Why? A second chance?
Yes, no, I actually looked this up online, like, about for the reside the video.
Go on.
Even everyone else is like, the whole thing, like, he's forced to now forgive his own dad after all the shit he's just gone through.
Yeah, there's no like, why? Why are you actually doing that? Like, Rose, just because you don't have a dad doesn't mean that he needs a dad.
His dad's going. Go get that one.
Oh, yeah. It's like, we're not abusive. I don't think he was an abusive dad. Well, mentally abusive, maybe, but
yeah.
I
think that's what this episode is. It's like showing how
it's like a domestic, not abusive. Domestic. I don't think he hits, but yeah. Okay, does he deserve a second chance? Not really.
of all the times we see him, he is. I mean, he looks like he's about to hit someone. Like
Exactly.
if someone didn't
I
stop
am
talking.
talking, and I'm not listening.
Like, I swear, like, if he wasn't so threatened by the Doctor, he would have fucking smacked him, probably.
I mean, the Doctor did get the Daleks to do this at one point. I backed away from the mic.
That one DVD game where I just made him back away.
But yeah, it's just again. Hence, I didn't even mention it at the end of the episode. It felt like a very okay Rose. Go on, you, for being motivational, I guess.
No, I think the Doctor was also heading in the same direction because he goes like, "Oh, new age, new world.
People deserve a second chance, so
Yeah,
get that abusive guy back into your house."
No, I don't. He would.
No,
I think he was keeping the connection there.
Yeah. And if it could have been redemption arc story, yeah, but yeah, but then that's the end of the episode. So, what is your rating?
5.5, 6, maybe.
I've given it a 6. Do I feel comfortable with 6?
I'd rather watch that than watch World War 3.
Yes. Okay, I can give you that. Okay, so 6. 6. I think we give World War 3 a 5. So
4 or 5. I don't actually remember.
No, but yeah, no. Was it 4? Did we get? I think we gave it a 4, didn't we? I think it was low. So yeah, I would say 6 is. It's average. It's above average, very minorly, but it's above average. But it's not a good episode. It's not like a. It's not one of the episodes I would generally be like put on to like impress you. It's a. It's a very. You need to watch it, but if you want to, I don't know, talk in between the episode, go ahead. But end of time, we sit in silence whilst we watch. No, we don't. But yeah, it's a 6 out of 10. It's again, it's nothing special. So if you guys have been a bit bored from this episode, I don't blame you. Sorry if we've not been passionately enthusiastic like normal, but
at least next episode is
Impossible Planet. That's
we actually enjoy that.
We enjoy that one, so we should at least be a bit more passionate about it. So yeah, so that's what you got looked forward to next week, and yeah, and I guess for the best bit of this episode, or not. Alan's fun facts, baby! Woo! Don't do the gag every time, Josh.
I don't want to do it next week.
But yeah. So some of the working titles for the episode was Mr. Sandman, which I don't understand because it's a woman wire, but yeah, Mr. Sandman.
Mr. Sandman.
Sonic Doom. And the One-Eyed Monster.
No, I don't know why anyone would choose any of those names, but I just thought The Wire.
Yeah, The Wire.
Because it's not a recurring monster. It's not like the Cybermen. It's called The Wire. It's a brand new monster.
They are some generic names. Sonic Doom.
Exactly.
And the One-Eyed Monster. Even though One-Eyed Monster doesn't really work because...
Even Idiot's Lantern, I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
The
Wire just sounds fine.
in the Doctor Who magazine issue 515, Mark Gatiss told that originally the story was written for the 9th Doctor, Christopher Eccleston. And you know what? I feel like
Christopher Eccleston,
it might be better. I feel like Christopher Eccleston. I don't know. I love Christopher Eccleston's performance as a Doctor. I could see him being a bit like, for example, like when he sees like Faceless Rose, I could see it being more like, oh shit. I don't know.
Yeah, the 10th is a lot more emotional.
Or like the 9th Doctor dealing with a father, I think would be more, because the 9th Doctor just overall has it more of a. He can be witty and funny, but.
I would probably prefer the 9th. The 9th
exactly,
Doctor.
Yeah. So that's, yeah. And to be fair, I thought that was actually a general fun fact. And originally, the Doctor was supposed to have a line about having trouble with radio transmitters, which was supposed to be a reference to I can never remember it says the Logopolis, where the Fourth Doctor fell from the Faust Project transmitter to his death. I can never remember the episode name. It's like Logopolo. Yeah.
Logopolitan or something.
Yeah. So they're going to make a reference because obviously, like, the first time he's climbed the tower since being the Fourth Doctor and fell to his death.
It's only done it, twice since, so.
Yeah.
Third time's charm, he might die again.
But, yeah, that's the end of the fun facts. Not many, but then again, not a fun episode. So
no. It is a very much filler episode that we don't talk about it.
You guys can look forward to the Impossible Planet next week, which will be more enthusiastic about. Will it be a 2-episode week next week? I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe we knock like a load of episodes out this week recording, and I get motivation to edit like 5 videos. But we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. So thank you for everyone who's watched. If you enjoy, please do like and subscribe. I promise you, we do actually enjoy Doctor Who overall. This episode is a bit of a stinker. And yeah, if you also want to see some Doctor Who memes or just general wanting to keep up to date with us, Whovian Wire on Instagram.
Yes.
That is all. So thank you for everyone who has watched, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.